Hello, everyone. Hello. I can't tell if I'm streaming or not yet. Okay. I should be. Hi. This is a weird hour for a stream. Um, I definitely. It's definitely not that I can't sleep or anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Uh, but for real, I really just. I couldn't sleep, so I'm here. Uh, I'm just gonna be doing some leveling and some triple triad farming. I'm gonna farm some triple triad cards while I'm here. Uh, oh, shit. I gotta eat egg. I will also probably be using this time to get a little bit of gear for my black mage. It's using level 20 gear while being level 37. I don't have a single piece of like level 30 gear on my black mage, but with a lot of the things I do, it doesn't necessarily require it at the moment. Uh, Fuck it. I'll just follow him. Seems to know what he's doing, I guess. I don't think he knew what he was doing. I'm just gonna go back. I haven't been here in so long, I don't know the strats anymore. But I don't think that's it, Chief. He has the House 4 times Kite Shield, so he's gotten Heaven's Ward. He's gotten a Heaven's Ward, and then Tobias is a Sage, so they've gotten at least level 70. Arian, did you just leave the healer down there by themselves? But this is what happens when you can't sleep. You just kind of play game. Am I right? Everybody does that, yeah? I'm not the only one? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. This gear will be worse than the gear I have, so I'm not really gonna want it. Might as well just press need on the stuff, just so I can throw it at my grand company for seals. Or decent that. Decenting, I forgot there's achievements for decenting. Because I'll get a pitiful amount of seals, really. Might be more worth it to decent. Might as well try to get the gear so I can either decent or whatever. I'll decide something to do with it, whether I trade them in for seals or decent them. I'll decide something to do with them. Decenting them might be a good idea, just so I don't have to fucking collect as much stuff when it comes to when it comes down to getting that achievement. Have to open this door, guy. He might not know what he's doing. At least in this dungeon. This isn't a dungeon you have to come back to it often, so it's understandable. In comparison to if it were like a different dungeon. What's a more popular dungeon than this? Something I see more often. Um, what is something I see more often? I actually don't know. I don't know a dungeon I see more often in leveling roulette. At least at night, you see a lot of these low level dungeons. Uh, I've seen a lot more like first timers at night. For me, it's night for me. As you can see, it's 5 a.m. for me. Is this? Oh yeah, this is a boss. There's gonna be dogs coming out soon. I don't think 10,000 is a terrible amount for this level. Maybe more worth it to desynth it. I don't know. Just like it's low level, it'll like nobody really wants this kind of gear unless they're brand new. Uh, and I could tell nobody's necessarily brand. Oh well, the paladin, the paladin. Hmm, that paladin's level 17. At the moment, I'm not playing. I'm not playing PvP because there's gonna be like nobody in queue for it at the moment, unless I do something like Crystalline Conflict CC. If I were to play CC, I could, but not right now. I can't. You know, for like the first 60 levels, I didn't realize I was supposed to turn the boss around as a tank. I didn't know I was like supposed to. But in the early dungeons, it doesn't matter as much. It's not like. Although this was way back, I guess, when the early dungeons didn't have AoEs. AoE, like, it didn't show you the AoEs. So I guess I didn't think to. I just didn't think to do it. Uh, level 38 now. I guess I'll greet it. It didn't matter because he left anyways. Guy's arm. Okay, so I got the Sahagin card. Not terribly rare. But you can get cards not only from, like, fighting people in Triple Triad, but you can also get them as drops. You've probably, if you played a bit, you've probably seen it occasionally. You'll just be like, oh, I got a Triple Triad card, you know? Uh, I'll just desynth these. Uh, I can't desynth that. Well, shit. I can't desynth that either. There's some stuff in there I can't desynth, it seems. It seems I cannot desynth a lot of the stuff that came from that dungeon. But I could desynth this. I'm just doing it for the achievement right now. Uh, as well as I suppose increasing my decent level. I don't know if it actually does increase your decent level if they're that low. Uh, but I do kind of have to keep doing leveling roulettes until I get what I need. He has one card. I'll just use the recommended. I've gathered a lot of cards through because I do this off and on. Okay, you just weakened your own card. It's fine by me, but like, I don't know if that was an accident on his part or not. And I won. This guy'll be pretty easy, it seems. But I've gotten a decent amount of cards from both just kind of existing, going through like leveling stuff, all of that. You get a decent amount of cards that way. Just playing content in general. You just get cards. Uh, this Trinity Avowed card. Damn, he just brought it to a draw. I didn't realize it was plus combo. Like, plus same. So I had to be careful. I've never understood how same and plus work, by the way. I've never understood how those things kind of work out. Oh, beat that. So he's got one card that I don't have. Just one. Uh, there's a mount that I can get because the cards do count towards my 100%, by the way. The cards count toward my 100%. And there's uh, a mount as well that you can get. You can get a mount by collecting the first 312 cards. Uh, you get the first 312 cards out of the card list, and uh, you get a mount. I'm not because the achievement doesn't count these kind of cards, these like border. I won't count them for my achievement, like my 100%. I'm personally not going to count them just because the game doesn't count them as well. Plus, combo, descending. I could take that, but he's going to be able to take that. Yep, he run. Ran away with my shit. The drop rates, despite what it says they are a lot fucking lower than they act. Because I got a card out of the silver card pack, because you could buy card packs. Uh, you could buy card packs in the game, and those card packs have. There's one card that I needed that I dueled this one guy for like 2.5 hours. I was saying it yesterday. There's this one guy. Uh, I dueled him for 2.5 hours to never get the card. You know, he just would not drop the card. And so I was sitting there like, okay, there has to be an alternate way I can get this card. It shouldn't expect me to just beat this guy mercilessly until I get the card, right? And so I checked, and there was an alternate way. You had to buy silver card packs, silver triad cards. It's a silver triad card pack. Um, the second cheapest card pack you could buy, and you don't pay real money. It's in-game money, in-game currency for it. So don't worry. But it's the kind of weird to get MGP. You have to actually go into the gold saucer and everything. Uh, plus combo descending. He won. That plus combo shit really gets me because I don't understand how it works. And so I can't take advantage of it. Or else I would specifically build a deck to take advantage of it. Uh, but back on topic, um, you can buy. It was called the Silver Triad card packs, and so I was like, okay, I'll just go buy those because I'm tired of fighting this guy. And that's exactly what I did. I went, bought the card pack, and the card pack actually had a lower chance of me getting the card I was looking for than it had a lower chance than the actual guy who dropped the card. It had a lower chance to drop than him because he had a 10% chance to drop the card when fighting him. But despite that, he just never dropped after over like 2 hours of playing this fucking card game. Uh, and so I got fed up, bought the card pack, and got it a lot faster. And that's that's kind of why I'm believing, you know, card packs are rigged, not card packs. The actual game itself is pretty fucking rigged in that the card packs are just better. If you could get one out of the card pack, it's probably a better idea. So you don't have to put up with the random luck bullshit that this game likes to throw at you in triple triad. Plus, plus, see that same plus bullshit is stupid. I hate it. Like they could probably make this a better card game and more people would play it. Like people would be more interested in playing it. But it's again this is an aspect of the game that I think they kind of sleep on because while they do keep making new cards, they haven't like increased too much of the usefulness of the cards that you have. Uh, and they haven't ever changed how the game works. And it's always kind of just been a slog to play this card game. It's just slightly annoying. Like I can't say it's terrible because I occasionally have fun, but it doesn't feel great a lot of times, especially when you're sitting here grinding out one guy. He's got one card you need, like this card. He's got one card you need, and you've been sitting here, you know, for half an hour or better. You shouldn't have to grind it for half a fucking hour. the just to get one card. That's not gonna be that great because I'm willing to bet maybe it's Odin, and even if it is Odin, it still doesn't mean I should be playing it this much to get the card. Because the other card was a 4-star, so I'm feeling this is a 4-star with a. Uh, I'm feeling this card is a 4-star that has a 10% chance to drop. Which, while it's not a terrible chance to drop, it's still terrible drop rates when you have to play this game so much in order to get the damn thing. I got it to a draw. Because a draw will never give you a card, by the way. You don't get a card out of a draw. That's something to note. You will not get a card out of a draw. Okay, give me one moment. A party member dropped. Okay. There we go. The good thing is, any extra cards you get, you can just throw at the card vendor in the gold saucer. So if you get a double of a card you already have, you could throw it in the gold saucer. I personally feel that you should be allowed to trade the cards. There might have been an echo there for a little bit. I feel you should be able to trade the cards. There's no reason you shouldn't be able to. It's not like they're worth a ton of MGP. And even if they were, like, even if with the amount they're at, it wouldn't be as worth it to grind out like 99 cards and sell them to somebody. How much do they stack towards? 999. But I think you can only sell 99. I don't remember. Either way, um, I don't think like the cards should be just untradeable because it's so hard to get them already. It's annoying enough to get the cards. It's annoying enough as is. Uh, and you don't have to make it so you can get all of the cards. Like, you don't have to make every card tradable. Some of the cards that are brand new, you can keep untradeable for until the next patch, you know? I don't feel you should just say, yeah, no, can't trade any cards. These cards, super old. They've existed since the first patch, you know? They've existed since fucking 2.0, 1.0. I don't remember when they started Triple Triad. But no, I don't think they should continue to be untradeable because it's not going to break like the MGP market, you know. There's no market for MGP and you can't even reliably, you know, get the cards really. There's only like one strat I can say can reliably get you a card, but it takes a lot of farming in a very specific setup in order to get the damn card. It used to be a way to get uh, to farm MGP a lot faster or a lot easier than like if you didn't want to go into the gold saucer and risk losing some MGP and doing all the events in the gold saucer. Uh, it used to be there was a indolent Imperial soldier that you could fight, and he dropped the Gaius Van Belsar card. Uh, and you would sell that card back to the lady for MGP. I think it's like 1,500 per card or 500 per card. I can't remember, but it's not a ton. It wasn't a ton of MGP, so it's not like, oh, you can make, you can get everything out of the gold sauce that you want, in no time. No, you're still gonna be putting in a lot of fucking time playing triple triad. Uh, and so I was like, I've always been confused with why they haven't just made the cards tradable. I don't feel there's a reason. I think they don't make them tradable solely because no one really no one really plays triple triad that much. I don't know of a large community of players that are always, wanting to go play triple triad. I think they've done it for like some of the cards, like the Phoenix card you can only get by winning an open tournament. Uh, and I'm pretty sure in order to do that, you've got to have like the best cards. And I'm pretty sure there's like a meta deck almost. Not necessarily like meta like that, but you know what I mean. There's going to be some deck that's just better in general. Uh, there's going to be some deck that's better in general, and you'll need those specific cards in order to progress, like through the open tournament. If there's even enough people in the tournament, I suppose. Um, I'll eventually have to go do that as well. Just because. Why did you run so far away from it? This is an old dungeon, so the enemies de-aggro after so long. See? They just constantly de-aggro. Um, but yeah, no, I think that's genuinely something the devs should have done a long time ago, and maybe people would play Triple Triad more if they could buy the cards, from like the market board or something. They might be more willing to buy it, like buy the cards and play the little card game if they could get the cards easier. They're kind of just ignoring an entire aspect of the game. It's like a little side mini game. They're ignoring it. Aside from adding new cards, like they do add new cards, but not a ton. The first 312, I can't remember if they were all added at once because I remember this achievement being a thing, that you could get a card mount. Uh, I remember this being a thing, way back, but I can't say like because there's only like 340 something cards on top of that, right? 367, but that's including the 14 extra cards. And that's through every patch after this after the first 312 were added. Through every patch they've only added like a total of 50 something cards, but 14 of those cards don't apply to the achievement and don't really matter for the achievement. Uh, they saw me. And so I don't count those 14 cards. Again, I don't count those in my achievement because they don't account for the achievement. You do get some of them through achievements, but not all of them are obtainable in game, despite there being a log for it. Uh, some of them were like event cards. Like the Noctis card was solely an event card. I don't know if you can get it now, but I will buy every card I can get in game. If I can find a way to get it in game, I'll buy it. Uh, but I'm not counting every card for sure. Like, I'm not counting all of those. The other base cards I will get, but uh, I'll say, like, I'm not gonna fret over those as much because they won't count for the achievement. I'm not gonna go out of my way immediately and get those. That's like lower on the list. That's lower on the list of things that I need to do personally. That I personally need to do. I'd be more focused on getting everything else. Doing everything else and then getting the cards. Because mounts are cool. Like, sure, you know, once you have one mount, you kind of have like all the mounts, basically. Like, the rest are just kind of bragging rights. But at least mounts offer me something visually. Same with minions. Sure, you can only really use them in Verminion, but they're cute. You can show off your mounts. Not mounts, your minions. The hunting logs, they all really give you something at the end. The orchestration logs give you music for your place. Things like the what else? What else? Things like crafting log, you know, you can make shit. There's a crafting log, there's fucking there's a ton of stuff. There's a ton of stuff that takes precedence over the last couple cards in the card log. Any of these types, these first starting characters will have between the 312 cards. They'll have cards between those. Guaranteed. Basically. So anything from A Realm Reborn to about, I think, Stormblood will most likely have the between 312. Again, I started playing in Stormblood, so I don't know if it was added before that or not. If like Triple Triad itself was in the game before that. If it was, I might not even have to get up to Stormblood. And since I'm doing a lot of like dungeon and stuff, dungeons, I'll eventually have to do more primals as well. Uh, I'm likely to get most of the cards, regardless. And with me doing shit like this, where I'm like, yeah, might as well go for, some cards while I'm here, while I'm waiting. Galacat. It was a 1-star card that I did all that for. Okay. That's like everybody in the Black Shroud. Let's go over to Central Shroud. What's my... That's not what I meant to do. I pressed the button a little too fast. I think I hit Control U instead of Control I there. Control I pulls up your armory menu. Your armory chest. Yeah, there's one person I haven't beat here. I haven't beat them, not to say I don't have all of their cards. Because, again, the exclamation point is someone you haven't beat yet. The star means you still have to get at least one card from them, but you have beat them. There's, there's an achievement for beating unique NPCs. So each NPC you beat counts toward that achievement. Yeah, I have every card. I just haven't beat them yet. Oh, it's because I have a strong deck. All open chaos. Okay. I just have to beat him once is the thing. He's going to place... Okay, I thought he would place Odin. He doesn't have strong uppers, and I've got a strong upper here. Ooh. I can't really beat that. No, wait, I can. I can beat that. He doesn't have anything strong down-wise. It's a draw. That's fine. He, she, it thing. I don't fucking know what it is. I can't see it through this menu. I can't see its gender through this giant menu. All that matters is that I win, pretty much. Well, fuck. I'll take that. So now I got my card back, and you can't take it. And I won. There we go. Unique NPC beaten. It's a woman. Had to make sure. I didn't want to be, character, gold saucer. These are the Chocobo race challenges. These are getting unique cards. If you get 150, you get Heavensward Thancred. 190, you get Kryle. 220, you get Gosetsu, so it does go into Stormblood. Shadowbringer's Urianger at 270. At 300, you get Shadowbringer's Thancred. And then 1 through 312, you get Jack of all cards. And then you also have to defeat unique NPCs. I've beat 44 unique NPCs. You have to beat 107, but I don't think Vritra is in the 312. I don't think Vritra is within that 312. Roulette matches, Vaughn. I'll have to get that regardless. And then I'll have to get 1,000 roulettes, 30 triple triad tournaments, 100 triple triad tournaments, rank first in an open tournament. And that's the Phoenix card. So you get 2 different achievements for it. No, wait. You have to do it 50 times to get that. Okay. Win 10 open tournament matches. Win 50, win 150. So I'll have to do those again regardless. Beat 100 gates, you get Keymaster. Interesting. I haven't completed some of these gates. Like Any Way the Wind Blows, I haven't completed that once. Then I have to get a million MGP from the Jumbo Cactpot in total, not like not in one go. Beat the first 24 Verminion challenges. This is what minions are kind of for. Verminion. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I could just say, oh hey brother, get on and or have a friend come help me do ranked matches in Verminion. I had to actually use the bathroom, so I will be right back. Actually, I will leave Q to do that. Yeah, I know I was number 1 in line. I have to go to the bathroom. I also got a drink. But yeah, I just thought about this when I was in the bathroom. There's even I'm gonna eventually have to do every Lev quest in the game. There's a log for it, by the way. If you go into journal, you can press complete and actually press Lev quests, and this logs every Lev quest. I don't know if this is ones I've done or if this is ones that this has to be ones I've done. Only the ones I've done, I think. Oh, this is Battlecraft. Yeah, again, these are only ones I've done in here. So I'm going to have to put I'm gonna have to do every Lev quest at least once. That'll be fun. But there's an achievement for not only doing unique Lev quests, but also uh, earning like I think the highest amount is 1 million gil from Lev quests combined. It's either 1 million or 10 million. I can't remember. But that one's not as hard as it sounds. Because Lev quests tend to give you a decent amount of gil. Like, at least the crafter Levs do. Uh, there's nobody there that has triple triad matches. I'm just, at the moment, I'm looking for triple triad matches. While I'm waiting on my queue to pop, of course. I think I would have done all the ones here. I've been in Quarry Mill so much. It'd be weird if I've actually beat that guy, but I don't have all his cards. Or that person. Don't have all their cards. I don't have all your cards, guy. Okay, so it's one card. I'll just press recommended. Fallen Ace. So Ace is lowest. Ooh. That literally just means Ace is the lowest. Okay, let me finish this game. I think does he give me the Odin card? I don't think I have Odin. Like, I don't think I have the Odin card, but I might. Sorry about that. It's pretty pointless to actually use level 1, like 1-star cards. Uh, Unlike other card games, where sometimes a lower rarity card can actually help you uh, in certain circumstances. Triple Triad, there's only one circumstance where a lower ranked card can help you, and that's if it's in reverse. So the lowest values are the strongest. And that literally the only way they are the low star cards are useful. Oh, well, we'll just run past these guys. I hope this tank also doesn't forget things lose aggro after so long. Like, yep, see. There's a aggro range. Like, they physically will walk to the range, but then they walk back. Once they hit that edge of the range, they just run back. It seems that either other, like, later dungeons don't have an aggro range, just a physical block that prevents you from continuing forward until all the enemies are defeated. Or the aggro range is outside of that. And if you were to go past it, you wouldn't, they would just stop following you. I don't know what the case is for it. If it really is like a scenario where there's just no actual aggro range, which is nice because that means you can gather up a whole gaggle of enemies and just murder them all like this. Or if it's just that there's a physical block, like a physically something in your way like this, that you can't go past until after they're dead. Either way, it works technically. Technically, either way, in how they do it, it works. And I wish they would have fixed this because they fixed this dungeon for anybody newer coming in. They fixed this dungeon from what it used to be. It used to have very specific mechanics that were really old and didn't make sense because they were only used in like this dungeon, the mechanics for the fight. Unlike how dungeons work now, where mechanics are pretty much shared, you know what you should do when you see certain things. And you mostly just have to recognize what the abilities do as well as where to go during AoEs. And they fixed it so you know how to do that. But they did not fix that particular aspect of it, where the enemies have no real aggro range. They just infinitely aggro. They didn't fix that. And from what I see, I doubt they will fix it. Like, seeing as how they've already adjusted this dungeon, they're not likely going to adjust it again to fix that. They're just going to make it so anybody new coming in anyone new coming in, if they have to use, if they're like a DPS and they use duty support, uh, that they're just not going to learn that, oh, hey, you just skip these first enemies. They're going to think, oh, we have to kill these. And then, you know, you never know. They could get into an argument with somebody over, oh, hey, you know, we had to kill these guys. Why are you running? And then they could die way back, having to walk past said enemies. Uh, Not realizing that there's an aggro range because they've never had to deal with it unless somebody tells them, hey, there's an aggro range. Be careful. Those first enemies are still there. And if you're not strong enough to fight them by yourself, you know, you'll have to. Yeah, either way, doesn't matter. I think of those type of scenarios where that could happen because I could see it happening. I've actually had, like, way back, there were people, because I was like a level 80 tank at the time. I was actually playing this dungeon before they had fixed it. And someone was just like, hey, what are you doing? You know, you had to get the. No, it wasn't this dungeon. It was the hard version of this. Yeah, it was the hard version of this, where this room is replaced with the rock guy who's actually a kobold. The kobold and the rock mech. And I can't even remember how it went. They were telling me to do something, and I was like, no, this is how it's done. And I had beaten the expansion. I didn't have a sprout. I did not have my sprout. And they were acting like, and they did have a sprout. They acted like, no, this is how you do it. And then, out of sheer spite, I said, yes, okay, fine. Uh, and I did it, and we all died. I can't remember what it was, because it's kind of a tank and spank, but there's a little bit extra to it. Was it? Yeah, it was. Had to have been that boss, right? Fuck it. I can't remember. I don't want to slander anybody. I don't remember the name of the person either, but like I don't remember their in-game name anyways. I don't want to slander somebody just in case they remember me. I don't look the same, my character that is. I don't look the same to how I used to look. Because way back then, I actually used to look like Sidurgu. I accidentally made my character look like Sidurgu, the Dark Knight NPC, the Dark Knight quest giver. This was before I was a Dark Knight. I made myself look like that character. Uh, and I did not mean to. I had no idea who Sidurgu was. And I really liked, you know, I liked Dark Knight at the time. That was before I got Gunbreaker, which is my main tank. Gunbreaker is my main tank. But I was playing Dark Knight, accidentally made my character look like Sidurgu, not meaning to. Didn't mean to look like Sidurgu, ended up looking like Sidurgu. I even had the same horns on accident. Like, I had chosen the horns way back when I first made my character in Aura. Because I used to be a Healer. I used to be a Highlander. Uh, but as soon as I actually bought the game, I loved the look of the Aura, so I changed to an Aura. Didn't realize that most people see them as, uh, like, they see them as a bottom, I suppose is the best way to put it, without offending anybody. They see them as a bottom in a relationship. Uh, and I didn't know that at the time. I just liked the look. I was like, oh, hey, dragon person. You know? That's what I thought. Cool, I can play as a dragon guy. That's sick. I'm gonna play as the dragon. Turns out it's not what it's not how other people see him. And my girlfriend actually plays as a cat girl. Didn't realize how many cat girls there were. And so she was like, "Oh, I see." After finding out how common cat girls were, she was kind of upset, but then changed her character to look much more unique, but still a cat girl. Because she didn't really care to be anything else. She was still a cat girl afterwards. Which is fair, you know? I think it's fair to stick to the same excuse me? To the same race that you've been playing through the entire game. Oh, so 1 is counted as an all, I think. Okay. So that means this is the most powerful side. No, it's not. Then why did it... Okay, game. You motherfucker. Fallen ace. Yes. It's a draw. I don't like chaos that much. Kind of screws me over a bit. Because then I can't play my cards in a specific order. It's a random order. I'm not able to do it. Okay, draw. Sick. In the lower level kind of duels, you actually earn more or less the same amount of MGP as you would spend playing the match. Because it does cost MGP to play a match, by the way. So you can't just spend all your MGP and think, yeah, you know, I should be fine. I can go play triple triad, like low level triple triads to get it back. You can't get it back if you spend it all. Although you could buy it. Oh, I got the Odin card. Nice. You could buy MGP, but you can only buy like up to 1,000, I think, if you have 0 MGP, or if you have below a certain number. Just so you can never technically run out of MGP. You don't have to worry that you will. But still, you don't want to get to that point. You don't want to have to buy MGP. I don't know if you can like buy MGP cards though. I don't know if you could trade those. It wouldn't make sense if you could trade those since they don't allow you to trade the cards. But hey, who knows? You may be able to buy platinum cards. They've made some weirder decisions, in my opinion, with what you can and can't trade. It makes sense you wouldn't be able to trade things like unique items. Now, gear you get out of dungeons, that's a bit different to me. Like, I understand why, but like dungeon gear, I feel you kind of should be able to trade. Cards, I think you should be able to trade. Not all the mounts. I feel like you should earn some of the mounts. And you can trade some of the mounts. And I'm glad some of the more pragmatic mounts, like uh the one Pegasus that you get from what's it fucking called? That you get from oh yeah, this is a random. This is a random one. So smalls beat bigs. Um but this is what a roulette is. This is a roulette match. You get a random rule. So it's chaos and same. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. I feel you should be able to trade certain items completely. Like again, there's certain mounts that I'm glad you can trade There are certain mounts I'm glad you can trade. There are, again, just items I think you should be able to. It doesn't make sense why you can't trade certain things like dungeon gear. You should be able to trade that if you don't have like the decent skill to decent it, or you know, it's really cool looking and people often want it. It's like one of those gears that people want from a specific dungeon, but that dungeon is annoying to go through, or it's super low level type of thing, and people don't want to run it. Uh, I just feel you should be able to. I really feel you should be able to get, you know, a lot of the shit. Okay. So they can't beat that, but he beat that, so I win. Wheel of Fortune. So I got Wheel of Fortune 2. Does that give you any card? No, it doesn't. I don't know what card this is going to give me. I don't know what card she gives. But yeah, no. Trading, you should be able to trade a lot more items than they don't let than they let you. Like very specific items, like lore-wise items that you shouldn't be able to trade. I don't think you should be able to trade, of course. But cards? Cards? This is where it really stems from. I don't understand why you can't trade the cards. It's supposed to be like a. You ever heard of a trading card game? Trading card game? Uh, fuck. Plus, he won. It won. It's a fucking Lalafell. I can't tell the genders very easily from a Lalafell. Oh, it's a reverse. Great. Reverse is a great one to start on. Because tons of the good cards, tons of the cards I use, have very low stat lines. Yeah. Or they have very high stat lines. They have very high sides. Okay, so it's same. Fuck you. I'm stealing that. You could take that, actually. That didn't help me at all. Mm. That's pain. That's just fucking pain. That was just fucking painful. Looking at that hurt me. Fuck. It's Titan. I hate getting these. These suck. Like it genuinely sucks to get a primal when you're leveling. It sucks to get a primal just because they don't give you much XP. Like they don't give you like shit in XP. At least this one's easy. In comparison, it's like kind of easy. It's probably the most annoying primal to fight, in my opinion. At least it's not terrible. Could be worse, I suppose. Could have gave me a worse primal. Well, I think it did give me the worst primal, really. Just because this is one you can actually die on. Even if you're decent, you can die if you're not paying attention like fully. If you're not fully paying attention, you can easily die. A 190 XP, eh? Yum. Fucking marvelous. That was more of a waste of time than it should have been. I think they should take trials out of leveling, by the way. I don't think they should put any of the trial maps in leveling, personally. Again, that's just me, but like, that shit's annoying when you get a primal in a leveling roulette. Fuck. It really sucks dick to get a primal in a leveling. Sudden death. Give me the cards. Wow. You gave me the worst card. I can't take that card from you. And I won. Bitch. I got Vice Regent to the Warden. Vice Gerent. Sorry, Vice Gerent of the Warden. So it's sudden death again, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with sudden death, honestly. I like sudden death better than fucking than some of the other shit it could have put me with. I've beaten this person, but I don't know if their card is possible to get in other places. I could look it up. I have the shit pulled up for that. What is this person's name? Yaya K. Yaya K. So this was actually added in like right before Stormblood. 2.51 was when Triple Triad was added. Okay, so starting at number 60 is where I have to start. Because that's the only cards I don't have 60 plus. Rowena. What card does Yayake give? Yayake gives Amaric, and that's the only way to get Amaric. Well, fuck. So I have to beat her. There's no other way to get it. Chaos Sim. This one's gonna be an annoying one because there's literally no other way to get this card. Yeah, that's right, bitch. There's no other way to get Amaric. So fuck. If only that card was tradable, I would buy it off the market board in a fucking heartbeat. Oh, Dissension? Okay, sick. Dissension works for me, man. You've got all primals, almost. I really need that Amaric card, so if you could be so kind. Oh, it's reverse. Fuck. It's a draw. I thought I could get that. Once I get to level 50, I might. That's actually a better card that it gave me. It gave me Shiva. There we go. But he didn't have Amaric. So I have to this person has to have Amaric in their deck, I believe, for me to get Amaric. What's the chance of me getting Amaric? It's a 13.64% chance. Right? This was added in 3.0. It's a 5% chance to get the Vice Gerent. So why? And I win. Red is inaccurate. So it's inaccurate. The guide to getting the cards is inaccurate in its drop rate. No wonder. I'm not surprised it's inaccurate though. Cuz it's kind of hard to be accurate if, you know, people aren't playing it that much. Okay, he swapped card. It's actually just equal. No, it's an equal trade. Kind of. I traded upward power, but I have upward power. I don't have down power as much. I don't have as much downward power, so makes sense. That's actually the card I wanted. And there we go. I've lost. Of course, here you get fucking Bahamut or whatever. I think that's Bahamut. It's either Ultima or Bahamut. I don't know which one it is. Okay. What I need from you is that fucking card. I've lost. Damn it. Just give me the card. There's less than 100 reports of this card. Less than 100. Oh, it's reverse. It's reverse. Oh, fucking course it's reverse. But I didn't get Amric. Okay, reverse isn't that bad because I have really weak sides. I have one side on like each card that's really weak. Fuck. Bait. Bait card. That didn't help me at all. I lost. I didn't know if he had Amric in his hand though. I genuinely think they have to have the card in their hand for you to get the card drop. So it's sudden death. It's a good thing he got rid of Bahamut first. Ow. That hurt me physically. And there's no way I can win. No, wait. Sudden death now. You gave me the fucking Gala Cat. I traded Lunar Bahamut for Gala Cat. It's a great fucking trade, if you ask me. Give me one moment, dungeon. Fuck. I just can't win on that. Red wins. Bitch. Like, I'm able to win, but since there's a roulette aspect to it, this dungeon used to be required, by the way. I don't know if it's still required or not. I'm pretty sure this dungeon used to be required. I am almost positive. Is there a mentor bonus? XP? I don't know what it is about this dungeon, but tanks stop tanking properly, I think. I had one tank. I had one tank in one of these dungeons. Brand new, by the way. Uh, They weren't like a brand new tank, I don't think, but they were apparently new. I think it was their first time, yeah, actually. It was their first time in this dungeon, but they kind of fucked off the entire time. Like, they did not use tank stance for almost the entire beginning. Which you can do, technically, I guess, because it worked. But, like, they didn't. And the bad thing is, they got in an argument with the healer about it. Like, the healer got into an argument with the tank because they were upset that they weren't actually tanking. They were just. Oh, yeah, and they were under geared. They had, like, level 10 gear on. It was their first time tanking. They've played the game before. Their first time tanking. And they were super under geared for this dungeon. And I mean, I'm super under geared, but like, I'm a DPS. I can get away with that. I can get away with being under geared. The tank, however, cannot get away with being under geared as much. Tanks cannot be under geared in dungeons, really. Oh shit. Did our tank just die? Yeah. Tank just died. New tank. Bard, new tank. New tank just dropped. Where are you? Oh, right. This isn't the way. Yeah, there we go. But me being a tank man, uh, when I saw the tank said, "Oh yeah, I'm like I have like level 10 gear," uh, I was like, "Oh, that might be a problem." Uh, and then the tank continued to, while under geared, the they just ran. They didn't try to kill anything originally. They just ran. Uh, it was after this point they just started running, and it's like, hey, you need to do small pulls. You're under geared. You really need to do small pulls. But the tank just kept pulling as big as possible, and it's like, yeah, a tank with proper gear can do that. A tank without the proper gear cannot do that. You have to have decent gear in order to get away with that. Sick. I got the gear. Not like I'm gonna use it. All of my classes are really a bit too high level for that type of gear. Um, all the classes that could benefit from that gear are too high level, I should say. I'm just at the moment I'm actually trying to get gear for my for this class, Black Mage. I can't remember if you're supposed to alternate the fire and ice or not. I think you are. I think you're supposed to alternate it. Oh. Okay. They are back there. Oh no. That's a big pull. Oh, that's pain. That's just pain. God, you really get 1,000 needled? I these guys aren't as bad as I thought they'd be. I thought one of them might try to be a little bit toxic, but I kind of liking them now. They're alright. They're alright. What's the button of swap? Oh, it's transpose. I just get slugged. Sludged. I said slugged. Back it! You little bitch. Ugh. Why does it keep going after me? I'm the undergeared one here. I can't take damage like that. I am so undergeared. I mean, I didn't mean to transpose there. Ow. You bitch. I'm level 40 now, at least. Guess I'll greed that, and I'll greed that. Fuck it. Am I right? I don't have any gear I could put on right now. I'm so under-leveled. Like, not under-leveled, but under-equipped for this. This is a max level of 40. And I'm rocking it with level level 20 gear. I'm rocking this level 40 dungeon with level 20 gear. Man, ain't life swell. Ow. You really gotta hit me with that? Okay. And then I can just transpose. Okay, I'm starting to get the feel of that. Alright. I can transpose for more damage with Fire 3. I can hit him with Blizzard. Hit him with Blizzard, hit Fire 2, or Fire 3. Transpose it, and then keep just using Fire 2 or Fire 3 for free. I like that. It's probably not the most effective way of doing that. Like, there's probably a rotation I'm supposed to do there, like a specific rotation. um, but yeah, who cares? I make shit up as I go. Since I don't have a like Ice 3 yet, I can technically just do this for more damage, I think. Okay. Ow! I didn't realize I was out. I didn't realize I fucking not in the right spot. That hurt a lot. RAM. Dragon. Okay. 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 That was a little tougher than I would have liked. I hate that the likelihood that somebody gets a card, like the uh, the cards themselves on the website that you can go through and look at to see what cards and where to get them. The information is not correct because um, the information isn't correct because not enough people play it. Not enough people play uh, in order to properly get an estimate of how many runs it takes or how likely getting a certain card actually is. So I got 2,000 gil for that. My eh, decent, decent skill went up for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna keep the loyalists blade, blade. I can't get rid of the poacher shit. Okay, can't get rid of that. Can't decent them. Is what I mean. Acolyte skirt can't decent it. I'd probably have to have a weaver or some shit to decent those. Acolyte thigh boots, nope. Conquistadors thigh boot, nope. My armor is not high enough. Duh. Plundered sabatons, I can. Haha. Well, fuck you. The lower level stuff, it doesn't actually increase my decent skill. Because my goldsmith has a pretty high decent skill. I've decent a lot of bands and stuff. I went through uh, just while I was increasing my decent skill while I was trying to get some of the ponies for a friend. The pony mounts. Uh, I was trying to get them for a friend, and they, I, I kept getting the gear, and instead of just kind of throwing it out, I was like, yeah, might as well use this time to increase my decent skill. So I did. All open. Can't beat that. So he's already had to use one of his better cards. He could beat this regardless of what he uses, but I can beat that, and I win. Vicegerent of the Warden. To the Warden, sorry. Vicegerent. 3 open. So he has Aimeric. I go first, of course. I was hoping it would force him to use a stronger card there. Okay. Not the best card it could have gave me. It's a draw. Of course, it's a draw. As soon as Americ's in your hand. Fucking bullshit. Since it's sudden death, I won. There we go. Vicegerent to the Warden. Wait, does he even have that card? Like, does he even use that card? If he doesn't, then it's more likely that it's just chance based. Fuck. I lost. There's no chance there. Fuck me. Sudden death. I was actually before I wasn't actually gonna stream, but then I was like, I might as well because, you know, I'm kind of already here. Kind of already here. Kind of like gonna be playing it, so I might as well stream it. Reverse. That's exactly what I said, by the way. I was like, I might as well stream. You know, no harm in it. There's absolutely no harm in streaming. I can't win that. No, can't win it. That's bullshit. I hate that reverse. That reverse, you literally have to build your deck around reverse. It's Ascension. And he uses mostly primal cards, doesn't he? Or this person uses mostly primals. Yeah, there's the primal. And I would have been able to take that card, but I can't now. Now I can't take, like, any of his fucking cards except this one. And I drew it out, at least. It costs me 1 MGP if I get a draw. It costs me more if I lose. Okay, so he's got Aimeric. I don't think when I get the Vicegerent that he actually has the card in his hand. So I was wrong. You don't have to have the card. You have no uppers to get that. But it's a draw. I'd much rather draw than lose. Um, but yeah, no. Apparently, 'cause yesterday I theorized that uh, you they have to have the card in their hand, like they have to be using the card at that moment, and you win at the same time. But that doesn't seem like it's the case because genuinely, it seems like you just get the cards on a chance, which means that that drop rate is far lower than 10%. Far lower. They should actually change it to 10%. Again, people actually might play a bit more of this fucking game mode if it was 10%. Because Jesus Christ, is this sometimes really annoying. Because, like, right now, you've seen, I've been standing in front of this bitch for a while, just playing. And I can't say my win-loss ratio is that bad with this. I can't say the win-loss ratio is terrible so far. That was worth, I say. No, it's not. It's not. It's no longer worth. It's no longer worth. Because it's sudden death. Fuck. At least I know the weakness. God damn it. The guy's gonna win. Nope. I got my card back. But I also have Bahamut now. Bahamut. That's dangerous, but we'll go with it. If I could pull out a win. There's no way. There's no way he wins now. Right? Yeah, no way he wins. Got it. I got the win. But didn't matter. Didn't matter because the aim word card is far less than the what did they say? 13% actually? They actually say 13%? 13%. You got a 13% chance to get the fucking card. Yeah, that's a bold-faced fucking lie. That's perfect. No, it's no longer perfect. I've lost. I've essentially lost. There's a difference in losing and essentially losing, to me. Essentially losing is a draw. Even though a draw is not necessarily a loss, a draw prevents me from getting a card. And that's all I'm here for, is the card. Oh. So you won't let me use the one card I could have won with. Got it. See? See, this is why I hate fucking chaos too. Oh my god. Triple Triad is probably something you could skip over if you didn't want the mount. I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. It's something you could skip over if you don't want the mount. It's fucking annoying as hell. It's annoying as hell to play Triple Triad. Just because the rule sets. They were made to make it interesting, and it's not. because the roulette rule set sucks. The roulette rule set really fucking sucks. And I've lost. Yeah, definitely fucking lost. I hard lost that one because it swapped it to Ascension. Because they have a generally good deck. It's just in general decent. It's not really too strong either way. It's not terribly strong on either side. Uh, but because of that, it can go with basically anything. Eh. I'm not actually enjoying playing these low level dungeons so much. I kind of wanted Cutter's Cry more so I could get better gear. Something that actually fits my stat line. And you can't go duty, you can't like go with your squadron to it because I think it's still counted as an extra dungeon. Uh, it's counted as an extra dungeon, so you can't like just go with a squad. Can't go with the squadron for it. And that really sucks. You just gonna fight here, guy? You know, I respect it. Killed more enemies than needed. He's probably trying to do smaller pools. Because they're newer. Or probably newer. I can't say they're new because you get level synced down. Oh, Zinzu. Zinzu is actually new to Marauder or Warrior. I see. That makes more sense. Luckily, I won't have to keep doing these dungeons for too much longer. Uh, these lower level ones. I'll actually... No, Astrologian. I suck at healer. But at least it's healer, so it'll be a bit faster. The queue time will probably be a lot lower with healer. I still actually haven't uploaded any of my VODs to my YouTube channel yet. I'll probably do that sometime soon. I know I should, because they will just sit there on my computer. I need to download my yesterday's video, yesterday's VOD, and then I'll need to download today's VOD. I figured I might as well stream early. Just because I couldn't sleep, so might as well. It's most likely because of my work that I couldn't sleep. It has me up till 6 a.m. But with this new job, I had to get up and be there by 7. So that means I'd have to get up at like 5. So I'm going to try to fix that today. I'm just gonna greet it. Fuck it. I don't really care. My healer is the last class. Astrologian is the last class that's like super low level. Don't do it. Don't. Okay, I was about to say, don't fucking do it. There's so many tanks that make that same mistake of running from one side to the other in this dungeon. And I know from experience. You son of a bitch. Whatever. I'll leave him there. That enemy was so close to dying, and you ran away. I probably should have hit greed on that. But oh well. What's done is done now. Just in case, because if I hit need, and the other person actually needs it, I always feel bad. Because after I get to a higher level and get better gear, I can actually go to higher level dungeons. I'm just hoping by the end of this leveling, once I get to level 50, I can do I have tomestones? I don't have a ton of tomestones, no. I can maybe get a piece of gear. But I was gonna see if I could get the level 50 tomestone gear. So I could just go straight into level 50, 60, 70 roulette. And then afterwards, after I hit, you know, a certain level, I could get maybe plundered cuirass. Okay. I should probably start doing some of my class quests, but I don't want to do it with such a low gear, because that'll suck. It will just suck. I've done it with other classes, like use lower level gear, and have just fucking died on a lot of them. Oops. There we go. I accidentally tabbed out. Okay. Received a player commendation. That's great. I need plenty of those. Can't desynth it. Can't desynth it. As you could tell, I haven't actually leveled up a ton of my like crafting and gathering classes. Just no reason why. I just haven't bothered to level them up yet. Been too lazy. And from what I've like gathered, it's not terribly hard to do it. Not like terribly hard to level those up. Let me go throw some of this shit in the in my grand company. I'll come back for that Harshafon card. Think I won't. I will come back for Harshafon. Not it's not Harshafon. It's fucking Americ. I actually don't need the old Dawn set anymore. But I'm gonna go throw it in my glamour dresser. Because, I mean, might as well. Okay. Alright, so I have to train more tomorrow. I didn't need to edit glamour plates. I'm gonna throw this in here. All done soldiers overcoat, all done soldiers gloves. Okay. That that works. Hey. Apparently somebody, one of my classes has on the old on boots. The soldier's boots. One of them has them on. Um. By the way, I'm after I'm level up all of my battle classes, I'm not immediately skipping to leveling my crafters. I might level my crafters, but I'm really trying to get mentor first. So I'm probably gonna do of the more of the quests and stuff as well while I'm trying to get mentor. Chaos and all open. I mean, you can only put that in one spot. Get 2 cards, and I still won. Okay. That's fair. Okay. I'm gonna lose one regardless. I'm gonna lose a card regardless. So that was a draw. Regardless there. It didn't matter where I put her. Again, chaos kind of screws me over. I know for a fact what some of your cards are. And I can't really steal that. It's a draw. Bitch. Son of bitch. Same. That might be a good card to steal. Because then I can just roll with this. Steadily stealing your cards like that. Yeah. That works. Now there's no card in your deck that can really beat that. Now Amaric, if you had Amaric in your hand, you would have been able to draw that for sure. Amaric has a left and bottom that are high. It's got left and bottom. Oh, I could take that. Give me 1 second. It's a draw. Fuck. They should really take trials out of leveling. Because they have a trials specific. Leveling assumes you're trying to level up. That name sounds like, oh, I'm just trying to level up. So it's a leveling roulette. I don't expect a fucking... I don't expect to find myself going up against Ifrit when I press leveling roulette. I don't know why they haven't like changed that personally. Cuz it doesn't make sense. They don't give you enough XP. They don't give you like any XP for doing them. It incentivizes you almost not to play trials because of how little XP you get. I also feel like I don't know if I'm the only person that feels this way, but I feel like Coils should have its own little roulette system. You could do daily probably because they don't include it in the like raid roulettes. They don't include it in any roulette. I guess it's considered legacy content still. But like you would have thought with the attention that Asmongold brought to to Coils that oh yeah, maybe you'll actually be able to do like maybe they'll add it to a roulette or something, you know? Maybe they will. Haven't. Still haven't. It's not in a roulette. It's not nowhere. I personally think it's bull. Again, it should be in roulettes. Just like trials should stick to their own roulette. But it should be a roulette of every trial you have unlocked, I feel. Because from what I've seen, it only does like trials from the fucking from what I've seen, it only does like trials from story. I don't think it does hard modes, hards, extremes, anything like that. I understand why I wouldn't give you a savage, because there's stuff for that. Maybe high end duty does that, but I don't know. I haven't gotten to play a high end duty yet. I could really use some mage gear now. Like, I'd be appreciative, Goblin Pathfinder, if you could drop me a mage gear. Thaumaturge's ring, I'll fucking take. I could really use it. Again, I'll press need on that shit. Pretty sure it's better than my ring. Whatever ring I'm wearing. The brand new ring and the weathered ring. Okay. Again, level 1. Level 1 stuff there. Thunder. I I like that it's got this different. I like that there's these two separate DOTs. Like one is for groups. One is for groups. One is like one is single target, and I like that. I really like it. The group one lasts longer or lasts shorter and has a less chance, but you have more ticks. You have more ticks with the group one, but less of a chance of it popping. But honestly, might as well call it more of a chance of popping because with so many ticks going on, I feel you're more likely to hit with the 3% than that 10%. I know how much 10% lies because Amaric card drops 10% of the time. I feel that's a bold lie. It's a bold statement. Wow. This early game gear, it really doesn't look great, does it? Like, when you look at it, early game gear kind of is bad. Ooh, excuse me. Right, let me hit him. Thunder. Oh, I just realized the bubbles. I just realized the bubbles were there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not paying attention to anything this dungeon is trying to pull. Just because I've played this dungeon so much in command missions. I have played this dungeon so many times. Leveling up my squadron. It's ridiculous. How many times I actually have leveled that up. Like how many times I've actually played this map, this dungeon. I've played it so much. And the more I think about it, the more I'm realizing how many times I actually have played this dungeon. I wonder if spell speed really like works. Because I haven't noticed it personally. I don't know if spell and skill speed, like how much of a percentage boost you get. I just don't know. It's a personal question. Uh, and I think it helps because they have materia for them. I think the spell speed materia is more sold and like more useful, but I can't be too positive. I'm not a materia expert. I don't use materia personally. Just I haven't had a reason to use materia. It's not like a personal vendetta against materia. I just don't raid, and that's kind of one of the only times I've really seen people care about materia too much. I do have to affix more materia to gear and stuff. Have to affix materia, remove materia, and even affix high amounts of materia to items. Like 5 materia to an item. One single item. It's gonna be rough once I get to that point in my list of achievements. But the only reason, like, going back to something I said earlier, the only reason I don't want to immediately go into leveling my uh, crafting and gathering classes is because, like, I'm doing so much leveling right now that I just don't know if I want to immediately go into it. I just don't think I do. I don't think I want to immediately go into leveling up crafters and gatherers. Again, it's not like a personal vendetta against them or nothing. I'm just I'm doing so much leveling. I don't know if I immediately want to go back into leveling. Like I might take a break to look for some items and stuff. Like try to get some of the items I want, finish dungeons, finish quests, that kind of stuff. Because I do have a long list of quests I need to do. I've only gotten to Stormblood with all the quests, which means I will eventually have the Hildebrand quest line in Stormblood to start. I'm not even gonna care about descenting this. Um. Oh wait, yeah. Let me put on my outfit again, cause God, that gear is ugly. You can't even do trials that at this low level. You have to be level 50 to do trials. Ugh. Yeah, finally I have a new ring. I already had the earrings. Um, I need a staff, some gloves, some and some pants, as well as a necklace, new earrings for sure, r- wristlets, and another ring. Back to triple triad, I would go. Like, this is something I would probably do in my meantime as well. Like, after I've leveled up all my classes to what I want them to. After I get all of them to 60, I'm spending more time at the arena. Yeah, honestly. Just just because I need to get I don't need to, but I want to get all of the Makai sets. I want to get them. Again, it's not so much a need as it is a want. Uh, I really want them. I might lose this. Yeah, definitely lost this. Oh, sudden death. Great. Sick. You can't beat that. You don't have a card strong enough to beat that. The only card strong enough to beat that is your Bahamut. Um, and he beat it with the Bahamut. Don't really have anything I could do here. He's gonna put something down there. Nope, he put that there. I lost. That sucks. Uh, almost level 42. I've leveled up quite a bit today. Uh, what is it? From level 37 to level. Oh, it's reverse. From level 37 to 41. Almost, it's gonna be 42 soon. Of course, red one. I didn't realize it was a reverse match. I gotta pay attention to the rules. It's reverse. Okay, so I go first, which means putting this side there. That's right, bitch. I still won. Fuck you. Damn it. I was hoping I would get Aimeric out of that. He doesn't even use Vicegerent to the Warden. So of course. Oh, I thought it was still. Don't know why I thought it was still, I'm just kind of dumb. I'm gonna put that up, because he can't beat that. I also can't beat it. It's a draw. You'd think it'd give you pity. You think it would pity you, like after you played so many of these games, it just give you the fucking cards you need. It's reverse. I can't get pity in this game. It won't pity me. There, I won. Ah, I got Aimeric. Fuck. Finally. Oh, talking about pity, I got it. I got the pity I needed. I got the pity win. Okay. That means on top of that, I beat that person 20 more times. 20 more times. What in fuck? Actually, let me go Aethernet shard so I can teleport out easily. I'm just gonna go to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. See if there's any card matches here. Then I gotta go to the other guild spot after that to see if there's any card matches there. Well, there's the. We gotta go to the one last because of all the regions to have 3 locations in their main hub, Ul'dah is one. Okay. Here we go. Why are all these people just like dressed in nothing? I gotta itch my eye. Hold on. Give me one moment. Sound visual. Had to itch my eye. Not fire. Transpose. By the end of the cast, you can transpose again. Oh, with 2 black mages. Ow. You could just cast infinitely like this. I don't have to worry about mana. I called it mana. It's MP. Because it doesn't really matter if that thing dies or not. Does Astral Fire increase the strength of it? Let's see if it does. 162. Let me see. Yeah, it does. It does increase the strength. A higher Astral Fire you go. I see now what the trick is. Once you start getting low on NP, you swap over with Transpose. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So that's how that works. Okay. Then I deal with low for a bit, and then I got back high. Okay, so now I understand it. I understand how it works now, I think. So, Umbral Ice gives me MP back. Umbral Ice gives me MP, while Umbral Fire gives me damage. Got it. Okay. Starting to understand this class. Oh, our healer is gone. I'm dead. Our healer died. Excuse me. Oh. I can't be bothered to capitalize or put punctuation. Ba, 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 ba. Sometimes you get this, where someone's internet goes out and you sit here. If it's a DPS, a lot of times you could deal with that. you can keep going. A healer, however, that's the problem. When a healer goes out, when you're missing your one healer, you got you got some problems. Hmm. Seraph. Hmm. Mm. Mm. The Louis So server. I can't ever remember if Ada or Gil is the streaming server. Mm. I mean, that's at least this one, this particularly scantily dressed aura isn't as bad as other scantily dressed auras I've seen. Which that is true. I've had some of my friends actually kind of quit playing Final Fantasy just because the grind for ARR is boring. Uh, I do suggest anybody who wants to get into Final Fantasy, if you like, if you find yourself not enjoying like A Realm Reborn, your best bet is to buy a skip. Uh, if you want to, not like a full skip, not skipping all of the content, but I mean like just skipping ARR, A Realm Reborn, the first expansion, or the main game. That's the word. ARR is extremely boring in comparison to the rest of the game. And don't get me wrong, like ARR isn't bad, but it is the worst that Final Fantasy has to offer. Not bad. Ba, ba, ba. I am being really quiet, and I'm not meaning to. I actually kind of forgot I was streaming there for a second. Um, yeah, like uh, if you've never played Final Fantasy, back on my old topic, if you've never played Final Fantasy and you really want to get into it, but you don't like really tedious grinds, like the low level grinding, I suggest the story skip for A Realm Reborn. Uh, Maybe the level 50 level skip, but I don't know. I don't know if they have just the level 50. The level skip might be full level, like max level to 90, which I don't think that's worth. I do think part of the fun, at least to me, is grinding up to level 90. Uh, Now everything I do, I don't recommend everybody else do. Like I wouldn't recommend me like doing triple triad because it's not the best. Like I'm sure triple triad has its dedicated fans, but like it's probably the same as mahjong. It's like on that level most likely of the people that play mahjong. The only people that play it are like the dedicated fans. Are they like weirdo who just enjoys playing solo? Uh, I don't know if the way I play is like the same, like they're thinking on that. Ow! I have fucking died. Ow. But okay, I that is, I guess, a lot of difference with me. I don't really talk to people in this game much. Um, that is kind of like a personal choice. I could talk to more people. Like, I'm in my FC's Discord and everything, but I don't like I don't like talk to anybody. And I don't really like communicate with too many people in this game. Uh, and again, it's just like a personal thing, not personal against anybody. It's just like I just don't. Hate to say it. I'm one of those antisocials. Like the antisocial type people you'll see. Um, I don't know too many people that play the way I do, because again, the way I play the game is just different, I suppose. I don't know many people who would say, "Yeah, no, I'm gonna go 100% the game. Don't mind me. I'm gonna go 100% in MMORPG." And then set such strict rules on yourself, as 100% means like all possible minions, all possible mounts that you can get in game, that kind of thing.
Okay. I don't know if I actually got any gear out of that I can use. Oh yeah, I did. Visual patterns. There we go. I'm getting some better gear now. I'm level 43 now too. I think that's a decent place to stop off for now. I might stream again. Uh, probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Just because any play I do probably later today would be personal play. You know, just kind of leveling up again. It's most likely what I would do. Just leveling. But yeah, I appreciate anybody who is watching, whether you're here now, live, watching the VOD. Uh, I got a friend request. Whether you're watching the VOD, anything, you know. Um, I'm glad you're watching, you know. Hope you enjoy a little bit of but just my random ramblings. Uh, that was a standard conversation that you could have while waiting for a new healer to queue. Um, so yeah, uh, hope you all enjoyed watching. I'm probably gonna get off and try to sleep. I streamed for 3 hours, but yeah, I hope all of you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.